Good morning, students. Welcome to E-Suvidya. Hope you all are fine and safe. Students, in the court premises, you may have seen the statue of justice or the statue of the Lady Justice. So what does this statue symbolizes? You may have seen that a blindfolded lady holding a sword in one hand and a beam scale in the other hand. So what does this statue symbolizes? Actually, this is an allegorical figure. What do you mean by allegorical figure? When an abstract idea is converted into a figure, then we tell it is an allegorical figure. So the statue of Lady Justice has its root from the ancient Rome or Greek. So she symbolizes impartiality. So she is blindfolded, she is holding a beam scale in her hand. That indicates that she is completely unbiased, she is completely impartial in her judgment. And any person, whether he belongs to rich or poor category, or that person belongs to wealthy and affluent section of a society, but in front of law, everybody are equal. So everybody has the equal right, whether he is a poor person or he is a rich person belong to the affluent section of a society. So students, in India, the judiciary consists of the Supreme Court of India, which is called the Apex Court of India, located in New Delhi, 25 high courts and several session courts and subordinate courts. So when a case is brought to a court, sometimes we found, students, it took a long procedure for getting the justice. So there is a famous quote, justice delayed is justice denied. Justice delayed is justice denied. But whenever a matter is brought into the court, then the court follow the due procedure for giving the judgment. In the process of a judgment, the court let 100 guilty acquitted. Let 100 guilty acquitted. Let 100 guilty be acquitted. But let not an innocent person be convicted. That means in the process of giving the judgment, if 100 guilty person become free without being punished, then it is not matter. But if a single innocent person, if an innocent person is convicted, if an innocent person is punished without committing any crime, without being guilty, then it cannot be regarded as a good sign. So for this reason, in order to provide justice, it took a long procedure. So everybody is innocent unless proved guilty. Everybody is innocent unless proved guilty. So students, today we will discuss about a chapter and how the intelligence of the cook of the lawyer helped the lawyer to win the lost case. And the name of the chapter is Only Made Impossible Possible. So let us read the chapter and see how Ali made the impossible possible by helping his lawyer to as a witness to win a lost case. So students, Today I am reading the sense group paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. We will discuss the theme of the sense group paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. Chapter only made impossible possible. Sense group paragraph 1. Once a thief was caught for stealing a purse from a man. The thief was handed over to the police. The police sent him to jail. The person who was arrested had to be tried out in a court. On the day of the trial, the man whose purse was stolen hired a lawyer and 3 witnesses. The witnesses were present when the purse was stolen. The third witness had some problems, he could not come at the time of the trial. The first witness was called to the witness box. The judge asked, when was the theft made? Was it day or night? The first witness replied, it was day, my lord. The second question the judge asked, how many persons were there at the time of the theft? 5, your honor, said the witness. The judge's third question was what the color of the stolen purse was. Black, your honor, replied the witness. Sense group paragraph 2. Next, the second witness was called to the witness box. The judge asked him, when was the theft made? Was it day or night? The second witness replied, it was night, your honor. It was night, your honor. The judge next asked, how many persons were there at the time of the theft? The witness replied, 25, my lord. The judge finally asked the last question, what was the color of the purse? White, your honor, replied the witness. So students, as we have seen in the sense group paragraph 1 and paragraph 2, that once a thief was caught for stealing a purse from a man. So, once a thief was caught for stealing a purse from a man, so he was handed over to the police. He was surrendered to the police. And when he was surrendered to the police, so his trial started beginning, or he should be tried in the court. So what do you mean by tried in the court? That means he should be examined in the court whether he is innocent or guilty. Okay, so this is called the trial in the court. So when the trial of a person is conducted in a court, that means the examination of that person is conducted in the court whether he is innocent or he is guilty. So once a thief was caught while stealing a purse from a man, so now he was handed over to the police and the police brought him to the court for the trial. So the man whose purse was stolen, then he hired a lawyer and 3 witnesses. What do you mean by hired? Hired means actually he employed. Hired means he employed. So he employed a lawyer and 3 witnesses. And these 3 witnesses were present. All the 3 witnesses were present at the time of committing the theft. So when the person whose purse was stolen, he hired what? 3 witnesses and also a lawyer. Actually, the third witness could not attend the court because of some problem. So now the first witness, what do you mean by witness? A person who gives evidence in a court is called a witness. So now the first witness was called to the enclosure or witness box. Witness box is an enclosure where a witness gives the evidence, or where a witness is being examined by the lawyer, okay, and the judge. So now the first witness was brought into the witness box, an enclosure where a witness is being examined. So now the judge asks him the first question. When the theft was committed, whether it was day or night, then the first witness answered, my lord, it was day. It was day when the theft was committed. Then the judge asked the second question to the first witness, that how many persons were present when the theft was committed? Then the witness answered, my lord, or your honor, there were 5 persons present. 5 persons were present when the theft was committed. Then the judge asked the last question to the first witness, okay, you tell me, what was the color of the purse? Okay, now the witness answered that, my lord, it was black. So now the judge asks three questions to the first witness in the process of a trial or in the process of examining the witness who was in the witness box, that when the theft was committed, whether it was day or night. The witness answered it was day. Then the judge asked the second question, how many persons were present when the theft was committed, and the witness answered 5 persons. And to the last question, that what was the color of the purse, the witness answered it was black. So now the second witness was brought into the witness box, and the judge asked the same question to the second witness. The judge asked the same question to the second witness. The judge asked the first question to the second witness, that when the theft was committed, whether it was what time it was, whether it was day or night. Then the second witness answered, my lord, it was night. Then the judge asked the second question to the second witness, that how many persons were present when the theft was committed. Then the second witness answered, my lord, there were 25 persons when the theft was committed. Then the judge asked the last question, that what was the color of the purse. Then the witness answered, the second witness answered, my lord, it was white. And you see, students, that both the witnesses are giving contradictory answers, different answers, and their answers are not matching with each other. When the judge is asking the first witness, he is giving the answer, or he is answering that the theft was committed during the daytime, 5 persons were present when the theft was committed, and the color of the purse was black. But when the judge was asking the same question to the second witness, he is giving different answer, that the theft was committed during the night time, 25 persons were present at that time, and the color of the purse was white. Okay, so students, up to this portion we have discussed in the sense group paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. Let us find out some new words from this portion, and let us try to use these new words into meaningful sentences of our own. Students, the words that we are writing here, the words or phrases have been defined. The words or phrases have been defined mostly on contextual meanings. So let us find out the words from this portion. First word is handed over. Handed over, it is a verb. It is used as a verb here, meaning surrendered someone or something to another. Surrendered someone or something to another. Let's use it into a meaningful sentence. The thief was handed over to the police. So students, the meaning of the phrase handed over is surrendered someone or something to another, and the sentence is the thief was handed over to the police. Then the next phrase is tried out. Tried out. It's verb. Put to test. Put to test, or to put an accused, or to put an accused person, or to put an accused person on trial. Let's use it into a meaningful sentence. The lawyer tried out the thief in the court. Next word is trial. Next word is trial. Trial is a noun. The determination of a person's innocence or guilty by due process of law. Let's use it into a meaningful sentence. The man found guilty during trial. Then the next word is hired. You say verb means employed somebody for a short time to do a particular job. Employed somebody for a short time to do a particular job. Let's use it in a meaningful sentence. I know you hired a lawyer. I know you hired a lawyer. Or let's use it into another meaningful sentence. He hired some new workers. So students, today we have discussed the sense group paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. You read the sense group paragraph 1 and paragraph 2 thoroughly. Try to find out the new words from this portion and try to use the new words or phrases into meaningful sentences of your own. So thank you. Have a nice day. See you in the next class.